Hey folks, Bill here for Destructoid, coming to you with another What's Up. If you don't know What's Up is a show, we basically just tell you what's going on here at Destructoid Video headquarters, and pretty much all I've been doing for the past 24 hours is checking out news coming out of Gamescom this week. There's definitely way too much news for me to be covering by myself in these videos, so I figured I would just kind of combine the two and tell you about a few of the news stories that I find personally most interesting. First up is a game that's kind of like come out of nowhere. It's an adventure game called Life is Strange from the developers of Remember Me, and it centers around these two teenage girls, Max and Chloe, and it's all about exploring the environment and looking at objects and learning things about these girls and talking to people and making choices. But the one interesting twist is that Max has the ability to rewind time. So if you're trying to solve a puzzle or accomplish a goal and you screw up, you can rewind time and do it over again. If you choose a dialogue choice you don't like, you could even go back. And the developers have said that the dialogue system, the choice system, is set up so that pretty much whatever happens, it's going to be an upside and a downside. Destructoid's own Brett Macadonsky, who is in Cologne for Gamescom right now, did a full preview of this game. One of the choices that Brett saw in the preview is Chloe's dad finds her pot. And as Max, you can either rat her out or you can take the fall. And so the first time they ratted her out and she got a lot of shit from her dad for it. So they rewound time and then Max took the fall and she got some harsh words, but then Chloe was more loyal to her. The reason I'm so excited about this game is, every once in a while I do enjoy a rich narrative-driven game. I like to immerse myself into a story with characters I can relate to. And in most games, you end up playing as a moderately attractive white man. But I've never been a teenage girl, and I think it'd be interesting to be in the shoes of one and kind of get a perspective on what that is like. Another game I'm super excited for is No Man's Sky, which is a game that we keep seeing very little of, but the developers are telling us that it'll have this huge, expansive universe that you can pretty much explore forever. Like a real size universe, like a galaxy will have millions of planets in it, just like a real galaxy, which is kind of a tall order. And in this game, you can get a ship and you can just fly off of the planet and just fly around and then land on another planet and check it out. There's all these weird animals and plants. So it's a really pretty, really interesting game that I hope is everything that I want it to be. But the story here is at a presentation at Gamescom, one of the developers was responding to some guy in the comments where he was doubting how large the universe actually would be or how varied it would actually be. The way the developer explained it is that the build they've been working with had a seed code that was 32-bit, and basically if you went to one planet every second, you would not find any repeats until 4,000 years later, which is, unbelievable. And then he went on to explain that, they're going to be upgrading to a 64-bit seed code, whatever that means, which will essentially mean that you could explore for 4 to 5 billion years and not find any repeats. I'm kind of split because I'm really excited about this game and it looks really cool, and I've talked to the developers and it seems like they really believe in what they're doing, but at the same time the scope of the game and just how big they're saying it's going to be and everything that you'll be able to do, it's so unbelievable that I can't help but be a little bit skeptical. This isn't really Gamescom related, but there's a new Borderlands The Pre-Sequel trailer coming out. Borderlands The Pre-Sequel is a game that I'm looking forward to playing because I enjoy playing Borderlands games. I like video game. In this trailer we get to see more of Claptrap than we've seen so far. We actually get a glimpse at his action skill, which isn't just one action skill. It seems to be a roulette pool of abilities that will be selected at random when you pop on his action skill. So in one of them you see he pops up masts from a pirate ship and he has a bunch of cannons that shoot cannonballs. Another one of them is called Fun Zerker, which is probably a play on the Gun Zerker. There's also Laser Inferno, which looks like it pops up a disco ball that I guess bounces lasers off of it. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited to jump around on the moon and freeze people and crush them with my butt. That's what's up. Of course, you can get all of your Gamescom news and all of your video game news at Destructoid.com. You can get more videos like this if you subscribe to this channel. You can get in the comments, maybe say a nice thing about me. Who knows? Max will be back very, very soon, I promise. I'm sorry. I'm Bill Zoker. Auf Wiedersehen.